you know how this is gonna go for me. Like, I don't know why you're doing this. You know I can't have this conversation without them painting it a certain way.
Well,
Thank you.
so
I really appreciate you having me on. But I'm gonna go. Thank you,
George.
Thank you.
Okay, I appreciate. Okay.
What is populating YouTube? It's your boy Sam Nice back at it again with another one. Today, y'all, we got just pearly things, just dusty things, just pasty things, whatever you want to call her. I like to call her just regurgitating things because that's all she does. That's all she's about. That's all she built her platform on, is just regurgitating the talking points of other men that came before her. And I've been waiting for a recent interview so I can expose her for the grifter that she is. And recently, she's been on the H3 podcast with Ethan Klein. And the short of it, Ethan Klein eviscerates every single one of Pearly Thang's core talking points. I mean, every single one. And he's got her stumbling, mumbling, frustrated, nervous as hell, and just straight up giving the dumbest answers and the dumbest looks that you can think of. I mean, the whole thing is just a cringe fest to watch. It is 3 hours long, so what I'm probably gonna do is break it down into parts. This is gonna be part number 1, and this one is gonna be covering part of the interview where he asks her about her racist comments about slavery when she was embroiled in that whole controversy when she brought Nick Fuentes, a self-proclaimed white supremacist, onto her channel to talk about race issues. For what reason, I have no idea. That's not what her content is about, and it has nothing to do with Redpill or anything like that. So why she did it, your guess is as good as mine, but we all know it's probably why she does anything for just the clicks and views. I'll break it down once we get into it. So let's dive headfirst into this spectacular fail interview by just regurgitating things.
This comment I thought was interesting, and tell me what you think about it.
This sounds similar to the slavery stuff too, because that's literally the founder of, or the guy who made Roots said, I wanted a myth for my people to live by. So they often, but that's what they do, is they embellish, and I'm not trying to say it wasn't horrible, it was, right, but they want to make it like more horrible so that they can control people.
So in what way was slavery made to seem more horrible than it was?
Seriously, explain yourself.
We were talking about, and I don't really want to go into this too much because we're kind of past this.
No, we're not.
But I was quoting a Thomas Sowell book.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay.
Who's that?
Yeah. So Thomas Sowell's an author who talks about the history of slavery. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so do you agree with that premise that slavery was embellished, or no?
I think that there are parts that are under embellished and there are parts that are over embellished. I think it just depends what we're talking about.
That's so interesting.
Do you know that, like, this is what she does constantly every time she's asked about this? She just repeats the same thing over and over again. It's like, we understand that's what you said. That was the quote that you used, the quote unquote by this author. Now we want to know, is this what you actually believe? Because in the clip, you do not state that you do not believe this. So by you quoting this and bringing it up and talking about race relations with a known white supremacist, you do not disavow this shit. You do not say, I do not believe this, but this is what he said. And then, you know, you could have a conversation about it. You quoted this shit as like proof to the point that Nick Fuentes is talking about. And it's just crazy to sit here and think that people are going to see this any way but that. People aren't going to sit here and give you the benefit of doubt when you say some fuck shit like that.
I don't know how you embellish it.
There are certain facts that we're not allowed to talk about.
Like what? I would love to. We're doing the taboos.
No,
we're mixing it up. It's red pill, baby. Let's see the world as it is.
Taboo topics.
I genuinely want to know how it's embellished.
I want to know too.
Yeah.
What can't we talk about? Come on.
I mean, I could show you the video I was quoting, but it's just I'd rather not get into this. So,
see, this is a problem too, y'all. Like, you read one book, you keep quoting this one book, you keep bringing up this one author. If you're gonna talk about a topic like slavery and claim that it was embellished or it was under embellished, whatever the case may be, you need to read and you need to study way more than one person's point of view. What makes this guy the arbiter of truth about slavery? Why are you putting so much weight into this author and his word?
You can disavow it. That'd be super easy to say I was wrong.
From a full interview where I'm quoting somebody. Like, if you watch the full interview, I am quoting somebody. And now you're trying to pin me down about a topic that I don't dive into.
Hold on.
So it's like,
hold on.
that's not the point of my channel.
Okay,
like,
so
the point of my channel isn't.
So then why is it on your channel if it's not the point of your channel? This is also one of my other questions. Why did you bring this controversial figure, a known white supremacist, onto your channel in the first place? If this is not the type of content you do and has nothing to do with Redpill or the manosphere, then why the fuck did you bring this guy on in the first place? The avoidance of accountability here is just staggering. And the fact that she goes in on women constantly on her channel about the same exact shit, not being able to own up to what they say, she's doing it right here for y'all. And she does this in every single fucking interview that she's done about this topic since she said it.
I know, but you said it. How is that bad faith? Hold on, let me see.
Okay, because I was talking about how the founder of Thomas Sowell talks about how the guy that made Roots talked about how it was a myth for his people to live by.
Okay.
That's what the guy who made Roots said, Alex Haley.
Okay.
So, and I can't even talk about that on a podcast without being canceled by the internet.
Yeah, but
you're talking about this with a white supremacist. That's number one. You're not debating the white supremacist. You're giving him more ammo for his worldview. She keeps crying about context and how people are taking her out of context and all this other nonsense when she's completely missing the context right now. Completely leaving this guy out.
Culture,
right, but I'm
history.
saying that doesn't mean the way it's depicted in the movie was how it actually happened. And that's what he was talking about on the book. But again, I was quoting a book and you're trying to like pin me down on quoting a book.
Let me watch this again and see if I'm doing that.
Stuff too, because that's literally the founder of, or the guy who made Roots said I wanted a myth for my people to live by.
Yeah.
So they often, but that's what they do is they embellish.
So then you say, but here's what they do.
And I'm not trying to say it wasn't horrible.
I'm not trying to say it wasn't horrible.
Right. But they want to make it like more horrible.
But they want to make it more horrible.
That they can control people.
So that they can control people.
Right, but
Nick Fuentes agrees.
But wait, oh my gosh! 5 minutes before I say Sowell talks about this in his book, so I'm communicating in the interview that I'm quoting an author.
You're not being honest.
Like
they do this.
This is ridiculous.
Okay, so you disavow. Just disavow it then. That's easy. Just say I don't think slavery was embellished. I mean, that's super easy. That's like a layup. Do you agree? You know what I mean? It's like. Just say you don't think slavery was embellished.
I think there are certain facts that you're not allowed to talk about. I don't really want to talk about it today.
But that Roots was what is a myth?
Again, there are certain facts you're not allowed to talk about, and I don't really feel like getting into it today.
Of course she doesn't. She doesn't want to talk about it at all because she got caught out. She got exposed for having these beliefs. He gives her every chance in the world to sit here and say, I don't believe this stuff. You're right, I fucked up. I should have been more clear on that show.
Oh, you know how this is gonna go for me. Like, I don't know why you're doing this. You know I can't have this conversation without them painting it a certain way.
Well, just own it then. Just do it. Just say what.
Nobody needs to paint anything, sweetheart. You're doing all the painting on your own.
You want. You know what I mean? Just be red pilled about it. Who is they? I don't know who's they. Just your haters or someone?
The left.
The left.
Do they have parentheses around the they?
There's been a whole diverse.
Thank you. I really appreciate you having me on. But I'm gonna go. Thank you.
George.
Thank you.
Okay, I appreciate you. Okay.
Have a good night. Have a good night.
All right, y'all. Y'all seen the fuckery for yourself. Clown world actions behind this woman. She could have made this go away today with this whole Nick Fuentes situation, but she refused to take accountability. And it just goes to show you how hypocritical she is, because she preaches accountability like there is no tomorrow on her channel. It's clear as day to me. I don't know about y'all, but hopefully, you know, putting these videos together, you could see it for yourself. That's my take. That's my video. Hope y'all liked it. Please keep the likes, the shares, the subscribing, all that good stuff coming. I appreciate it like you have no idea. I'm up over 300 subscribers now in just 2 weeks, I believe. So, you know, I appreciate it all. Keep it coming, y'all. Until next time, holla at your boy, Sam Nice. Peace.